Hello, it's February 28th today, and we are again in Mark 9 and 10. And I was just reading this little phrase at the end of Mark 9 that caught my attention, partly because I'm teaching through the Sermon on the Mount on my small group, and we've been talking about this phrase that's there as well. Actually, this little phrase isn't there, and so I thought it was interesting. It caught my attention. In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus is talking about his people being salt and light. And here again, in the Mark passage, we have that salt is good, but if it loses its saltiness, how can you make it salty again? Then he says, have salt among yourselves and be at peace with each other. And it just caught me because that's not in the Matthew passage. It doesn't say have salt among yourselves or be at peace with one another. And I wonder if we do a good job at being at peace with one another. And maybe part of the reason that we don't do such a great job at being at peace with one another is that we're not being salt in the world around us. When Jesus talks about being salt and light, he really means, I think, drawing people to the kingdom who are not in the kingdom by your good deeds, by your preaching, by your evangelism as well. And if we were concentrating on that more than fighting with one another or not having peace with one another, it might have a better impact on the world around us too. So I think it's a nice little addition here that Mark puts in. Well, it's obviously Jesus saying it, but be at peace with each other, how important it is to be at peace with each other, especially within the body of Christ, if we're going to have an impact as salt in the world, too, if we're going to be flavoring that world around us, preserving it, having um, just a tasty addition to it. If we're not at peace with one another, it means being salty is less effective for sure. So that was just a thought that I had today from February 28th's reading. So thanks, guys. See you later.